All right, welcome back to this snowy week. Hopefully, it's a snowy week. I don't know. I like the snow. Maybe you don't. We're gonna start our video unit um, with this question: what does video have to do with the humanities? Well, since the humanities studies the human experience and documenting the human experience, we're going to take a look at the most modern method of documenting the human experience. That is video production. Okay. Now this right here is what we will be working on in some sense for the rest of the quarter. It's called the video, well, they call it the youth media making process. It's really video production. The first step is brainstorming, research, writing, planning, storyboarding, file organization. Essentially writing the script, drawing pictures, communicating as a group, because you will be doing this as a group, communicating as a group what exactly you want to make your video on. You're filling out details. You're writing sketches, and they don't have to be impressive sketches, but they will be sketches to communicate the angles of your shots. You're also gonna record what kind of audio you want, the sound effects, and then that hence the planning. It's just the planning stage behind everything. Okay. And yes, it does parallel the writing process. You have to do a lot of your writing up front. You're creating a script. You're creating just a lot of organization you'll follow in these later two steps. In the production process, you're taking videos with the camera. You're shooting media, creating media, whatever. You may not use all this media, but it is better to get more and cut it out later rather than not have it when you need it. The post-production is where you edit, you fine-tune things, you make final decisions, you critique how does this look, how does it match our intentions, and you're going to show it to your peers. We're not going to really do this in this class, but you will be free to do it on your own YouTube channel if you really want to. And that brings me to another aspect of this. I have a release form that I would have to have you sign, or your parents sign, and when we get to that stage, I'll be sending that out, sending that home with you for you to bring back with me, or bring back to me, because if you don't want to be on video, or rather if you don't want your video to be viewed by the public, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you to do that. But if you want it to be viewed by the public, say you want to start a YouTube channel and start making money, you can do that. But I have to have a release form from you. That said, your first assignment is going to be we're going to be talking about story elements. There are three aspects of a story: the beginning, middle, and end. We're going to look at the beginning today. The beginning contains an exposition which introduces the setting and characterizations, and sometimes a conflict is introduced. Now, you will have to know what these words mean in bold. I would encourage you to look them up. However, my assignment for you is going to be identify 5 different movies that you can identify these aspects in. Okay, and you have to answer this question: how do movies or shows that you have seen introduce these things? How do they? Right? So if we look at Star Wars, they introduced kind of the exposition in one phrase a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Right? So we don't really have it's a long time ago. When? We don't know. Galaxy far, far away. We don't know where. just some fantasy land, right? It's set in the space. You can see that because there are spaceships, their clothing is way different. Um, and also you already see like main characters in the first if you watch the first one produced, A New Hope, which is what, episode 5 or something. You see these soldiers that they're not super developed, but you can see that they're defending against enemy soldiers who are the clones, and you see that Darth Vader is the bad guy, and you see Leia as the good guy, and these two are later developed a lot. However, they're just introduced in the beginning, and the conflict is definitely introduced in Star Wars by, I mean, guys killing each other, and the spaceship is captured, and so on and so forth. Okay, I've just done one movie, and that's it. That's all I expect is just a description of 5 different movies and how they introduce each each of these things: exposition, setting, characterizations, and conflict. So characterizations, I'm looking for main characters, and you also need to talk about the sub characters, like the soldiers. They're not super important, but the plot doesn't progress without them. So that, yeah, you still need to mention them. Um, both sides, the stormtroopers and the whatever you call them, the rebel soldiers. Okay, so that is your assignment. Good luck.